Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Howdy, 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 howdy. I think we are now live. We are so live. Hope everyone is doing well. I know what I forgot to do. Let me drop this. Hello, everybody. Let's try this again. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Friday. It is the day that is today. Very unusual Friday because I should be in San Diego right now. But unfortunately, no San Diego this year. Just a little sad not having San Diego this year, but you know what? We're doing the best we can in the situation that we have. Whoops, sorry, I hit the camera. So I hope everyone enjoys their Friday. And I hit the camera again. Sorry guys, so professional of me. So for starting, if you have a pencil, eraser, and a marker, these will be your ideal tools today. But if you don't, as long as you have any light colored and dark colored, pencil, crayon, whatever it might be, just anything you could draw with today. That's the key thing. Anything you could draw with. Key takeaway. Just draw, enjoy, have fun. And enjoy watching. Hopefully you learned something new. So yes, let me just post on Facebook that we are live, and then we are going to get drawing today. Drawing all sorts of pretties. Well, not really pretties. We're going to be drawing someone very disgruntled today. Alright, so let's draw ourselves some Batman today. So we're going to be drawing disgruntled Batman swinging away. So a little bit of a action pose for you guys today. So as always, we're going to start with our circle. So make yourselves a nice little circle for his head. So this is where his head is. This is where the circle is going to sit today. And we're going to draw him looking to the side. So our line right in the middle is going to be pointed to the side. And the line that we're going to use for the eyes is actually going to sit lower because we're going to draw him with a quite large forehead today. So that right there will be Batman's head. Yay, Batman's head. And then I want you guys to draw a little circle right about here for his neck, because if this goes around, and it goes around, this is where the neck will sit. So we got ourselves two circles now, a big one and a small one. And I want you guys to draw a line across for his shoulders, draw it on an angle. And then the way his body's going to be swinging, it's going to be swinging this way right here. So this will be the middle of his torso. And now we're going to widen that torso. So we're going to create a rounded rectangle shape. So this is Batman's little body. So now he has a head and he got himself a little body. And we're going to draw a little socket right here for the arms, because that is where the arms are going to sit. We're getting somewhere. Woohoo! And now we're going to draw a curved cylinder going upwards, and this is going to be one of his arms. And we're going to draw a circle at the end of it. And a little circle right here for the thumb. Very basic shapes. Rounded cylinder, circle, circle, all good things. So we're learning to draw a cute little Batman. Now we're going to draw his other arm, which this one's going to go up and this cylinder is going to go down. So we want to try to keep it the same width and the same length. And draw yourself the little thumb and the big circle for his fist. Batman's coming along very slowly. So we're going to draw one leg going forward. So we're going to draw two little cylinders as the sockets for his legs. Now we're going to draw a cylinder going forward with a little triangle at the end here for his foot, a little rounded triangle. And then we're going to draw this leg right here. We're going to draw it bent. So we're going to draw about a cylinder about the halfway point of this one. And we're going to draw another oval pointed back. And then a little triangle peekabooing. So this leg's bent and hiding behind the other one. That is the start of our Batman. Na, 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 na. Cute little Batman. Alrighties. And now we can start with some of the details. So I like to draw my Batman disgruntled. So where you drew this line right here, it's actually going to be the top of his eye. So I'm going to draw two lines and a half cylinder. This cylinder is going to be a little wider than this one because this cylinder is on the side of his head that's turned inwards. And this cylinder is the one that's closer to us. And when I take this circle right here, when I get past this line, I'm going to just bulge out to give him a little bit of a cheek. That way he has nice, pudgy little cheeks. And Batman wears a mask, so where this line right here, draw a little bit of a triangle shape going downwards and then stopping about here. So this will be his little mask that he wears. And we're going to draw a little line going downwards and a little unhappy half downwards disgruntled smile. And we need to add a little pointy ear. So right about here, and if you spin the head around, it would be underneath here. So you can't see that one. We're going to draw a point for his ear. And then another point for his ear, hiding behind there. And he has cute little pointy ears. We got our Batman. Remember, this ear goes in the back because it's behind his little head. And this one's pointed towards us because this is the part of the ear that we can see. And the way I like to draw my mask, mask on Batman is I like to do it old school. So I do a bit of a cylinder shape right here. And I connect it to this line right here. And that's just one way to draw Batman's mask. I like to draw it two colors. And then we could turn his neck into a little bit of a cylinder. We could add a very rounded kind of wing shape and lean it over his shoulders because that's going to be the top of his cape. And of course, Batman needs a little bat symbol, I mean. So draw a little tiny bat on his chest. Little tiny bat for Batman's little bat logo. Yay, Batman! Na, 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 na. Thank you. I am glad you are enjoying this session. Oh yes, definitely check out later on YouTube. Someone asked, what's my favorite Batman costume? Maybe like the 1960s Batman where he has like the little, I guess that's why I do this type of mask. I think I like the retro one. I think it's really cute. I don't think he needs a lot of details to his outfit. So right here, we have his thumb. And then this cylinder right here, we can start turning it into fingers by adding 1, 2, 3 lines. So now it looks like a cute, very rounded fist. And right here, we just add a bit of a curved shape to just help outline his hand. So we just followed the fist a little past. So now it looks like he has a little hand. We add a cut right here for his glove, and then give him his little spikies. We're just going to give him 2 little spikies because his glove has little spike shapes to it. Now what you did here, you want to do over here. So we're going to darken up our little thumb, take our circle and add 1, 2, 3 lines. And then extend this circle to add a bit of a hand shape. And then add that line for the glove. And then 1, 2 points. And now we can move on to the belt. So we're going to do a little circle right here. And on both sides of the circle, we're going to add almost just like 2 little lines because we're going to add little pouches. So it's a circle and 2 lines. Now we can add almost like a rounded square rectangle shape because there's going to be a pouch. And this pouch right here, we're going to bend it a bit because it's moving and bending with his leg. And then add a curved line right here and a curved line right here. This one's going to be more like a bean shape. And add a line right here and right here. So now it looks like he has 2 little pouches. Now, my Batman, instead of wearing shorts, and like undies, he wears shorts. So I am going to give my Batman a pair of shorts. My Batman now has a pair of shorts on. Because I like to draw my cute little Batman with little shorts. And now we can give him boots, but before you do, this triangle right here, I want you to cut a line, curved line into it. So now it looks like it has the bottom of his foot right here. And then go up and you add his boots. And right here, add a curved line for his boots. I'm just going to darken these lines right here to show you how the leg bends, because this is the bending part and then it tucks in behind. The Batman symbol is quite tough, especially getting it on both sides. Someone mentioned growing up, I never could get the bat symbol right. Neither could I. So just have fun with it rather than doing it right. And then we have a cape. So we're going to have the cape swinging this way. So I'm going to create a line that curves over here. And his cape's behind him. So you have to imagine that the rest of the cape is about right here, going through his body. And the cape has these curved shapes, so it's just like a half circle shape. And we'll make an end right here. And right here, I'm going to extend the circle and then cap it. So it looks like his cape is now turning and twisting. So this is the inside of the cape and that's the outside of the cape. And now he needs his bat rope. So we're going to go right here. We're going to follow the shape of the fist. So we're going to make the rope coming from this direction. We're going to have it looping right here. Try to keep the width of the rope as close to the same shape. And we're going to draw the bat symbol again here. And to help you guys draw the bat symbol, sometimes it helps if you draw a line in the middle to show where the center is. Draw 2 points, almost like 2 little mountains, and curve the ends above. Do a half circle shape on both sides, trying to keep them as even as possible. And you could stop right here, because if you imagine this is like a V shape right here, from this point to this point. Imagine a V shape lower that turns into a tiny half circle. And another half circle that connects to the back part. And there's a little rough bat symbol for you guys. And we have our Batman. Now we can get to the inking part. So this is where we only pick the lines we want to keep and completely ignore any lines we might not want to keep. So I'm going to grab my marker because that's what I'm going to be inking with today. So I'm actually going to start with this rope because his rope goes above his ear and I don't want to forget that. And then we're going to go for his thumb. And then his little fist we created. And this rope right here goes above this part of the fist, which I forgot. And over this way. And then the bat symbol. And if you want to make it look like a little rope, a little tip to help ropes look like ropes is just adding little lines sporadically. 2 or 3 little lines, just to help it feel more rope-like. And I could go for his ear, go for We're back. Sorry, guys. Yep, Joker cut the feed. We're back. Sorry, that always has to happen with the program I'm using once. But we are back. We are back. We are inking. Sorry about that. And we could go back to drawing unhappy Batman. We're back. We're back. At least I think we're back. We should be back. We are back. Back again. Double checking, making sure we are actually back. We are back. Wonderful. Sorry, guys. Big bada boom. Gotta have one big bada boom during the feed. And then we could do his little cape. His arm. Oh yeah, this part of his mask. His glove line. Other glove. But we are back. Back again. Dum-de-dum-dee-dum. Okay, there we go. Now the internet's just been really bad. Restarting it does not seem to be wanting to help. But that router is just not happy. That router is upset. Leg. Other leg. Little boot. Other leg. Remember guys, only keeping the lines you want to keep, completely ignoring any lines you do not want to keep today. Da, 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 da. There we have it. All our little lines for our Batman today. Do, do, do. So when we're done that, we grab our trusty eraser. We give it a second just to make sure all the ink is dry because you don't want to smudge your ink. That would be a no-no. And then you can erase. Remember guys, hold down your paper when you erase so that way it does not move on you. Alrighties, and now we can get to my favorite stage, which is the watercoloring stage. Now we can paint Batman. So with Batman, we're going to be using a lot of grays, a blue gray and a more brown gray. Because even though his outfit's black, I make it a really dark gray rather than making it black. The only part that's black usually is this part right here. Otherwise, I try not to make my Batman actually black. Because that you can't really see much of his details. Huh, I got sparkles in my paint. It'll be a slightly sparkly Batman. I realize there are sparkles here. Still the same. My still the same. I have to go get it actually checked out. I think I might need surgery. It's not really getting better. Oh well, what can you do? Let's go to the doctor eventually. No, it's a ligament problem. Definitely did something with the ligament in my pinky. So guys, I mixed up my gray here. I mixed gray and blue just to make it a bit more of a blue-gray. Exactly. At least it's not on my drawing hand. I just can't bend it. So now we're going to start, and I always start with the sections I would like darker. So I always start with the non. So my light source will be coming from here. So my finger is the light source. The eraser is the light source. So I'm keeping this in mind. The eraser is my light source. So I'm pulling more of the color to the back of the head where I want more color. And his gloves are also going to be this color. And the other glove. And the cape's also going to be this color. I know I haven't done the other ear yet, and there's a reason for that. So I'm going to do the outside of his cape this color. I know it's not traditional, but my Batman will be having yellow on the inside of his cape. I'm going to do the other ear. It should be about dry. Take off a little bit of the water. His boot. And the other boot. And now I am going to mix a more of a gray black, so mainly just using the black itself, which has a gray tint to it. So I want a different type of gray for the other part of his outfit. So you guys will notice right away the other gray is a more brown tint. There's a brownness to this color. I did not do a Tune Me challenge. Someone asked me, did you do a Tune Me art challenge? I have not. I don't tend to do a lot of those art challenges. Unfortunately, it's just due to time. I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything I want. But I thought the Tune Me challenges were really, really cool. Some artists came out with some really cool ones. Now I'm just going to add the last bit of the gray to this part right here. I am making it a little darker. Paint that all up. Get it as even as I like. I am using watercolors. Watercolors is the medium of choice for me. I actually am very bad with acrylics because it's mainly because I'm out of practice. But I am using watercolors, and my watercolor palette is right here. So now I'm going to be mixing up some yellow. Just grabbing my yellow because I like to add the yellow pieces now, which include his little bat symbol, his pouches, his other bat signal right here, and I like to give him yellow eyes when he's in his uniform. I think it looks really cute and adds a little pop of color to all the grays. And because I like to do it, I like to do the inside of his cape yellow. That is just a preference thing, even though he doesn't really have yellow there. Batgirl has the yellow. I think it adds a nice contrast to all the grays that we are using. And we're going to mix up our skin color. So I have it right over here, because we need some skin tone on our friend. Oh, yes, I remember AwesomeCon 2015. Oh, and you still have the bubbles drawing. Yay! I'm glad you liked it. Don't think you've seen Yellow Eyes on Batman? He has them on a couple of the something or another's. I know it's there. So I'm going to make my rope just a brownish, orangish color. Let me just move it here so I could do the rope. And those are all our base colors. And now we can add some shading. So you guys already know that one of my favorite colors to shade with is purple. But because of the colors of Batman's uniform, I'm going to make the purple more on the blacker ends. So what I'm doing, if you guys can see my palette, is I'm mixing my, but technically it's pink, blue, and just mixing it with a bit of that black. And that's going to be the color I'm going to be using for the shadows on his uniform today. Because we got to add some depth. Like, we got to add a shadow under his chin, the back of his ears, down here. And where his fingers are. So remember, guys, this is our light source, and we're keeping this light source in mind. So we are thinking about everything that would get a shadow that's away from the light source, like under the cape, the bottom of the arms, even these little pointy things. This one, the back of his fist, the back of his thumb, the side that is away from his body, underneath his pouch right here. His shorts would definitely be casting a little bit of a shadow over his legs. The far side, the bottom of his boot would definitely be in shadow. And then once again, under this pouch right here, under his belt a little, underneath his pants. And this leg right here, majority of it's going to be in shadow because it is behind him. So that is how we were thinking about shadows. And now I'm going to mix a bit of red and purple to create some of the shading. You guys can see the red and my purple for the orange areas and his skin tone. So we're going to add a bit of a shadow under his mask. And I'm just going to fade it out right here to give him a bit of a faded shadow look. So I don't want the line to be too harsh. Because it's a skin and I do like to make it look more delicate. Do you still paint with peach? Yeah, this skin tone is a peach shade. It's either that or I use yellow ochre or in like a more olive color, depending on what type of skin tone I'm working with. So guys, we're just going to add a bit of a shadow to the bags right here and underneath the cape. But yes, I still use a lot of peach. These are actually different types of peach shades. A little hard to see, but those are peach. So the shadows on his cape, I'm actually going to fade them out to the yellow just to add some contrast. And the shadow is most likely a very organic fabric, so I don't want it to have too much of a sharp look to it, but I definitely want some colored variations to it. So it's just not a solid color. Just this way it looks more interesting, looks more natural. And then the bat symbol right here. And his rope underneath the rope right here. So that is our Batman. And we can add a little bit. Oh, Peach. Oh, yes, we will be drawing again. Peach has just been on some crazy deadlines. So we just haven't been able to, but we want to resume as soon as she's freed up again. Hopefully that'll be soon. Thank you for asking. I'll tell her it was mentioned. So I'm going to mix up some blues for my sky. I have a lot of variations of blues because I like working with blue. So I have very light blues, I have more cool blues, more warm blues. I just like to start closer to him and then add more water and fade it out. Just create very fun, organic background. Adding more water as I want the color to fade out. I'm going to add a little bit of purple to add a little more color variation. because I like to have the background have a little variation. Yes, it is a very Nightwing blue. You're right. That's a good observation. I'll add a little purple to add a little bit of colored interest. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna go. Now it's upside down Batman. That's because I don't want to put my hand in the wet space and I want to get blue right here. And more water as I fade it out. Making it very loose, organic. You guys know I like these backgrounds. They're quick, they're efficient, and they're pretty. Oh no, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry about you being sick all week. Being sick is not fun. Take care of yourself, feel better. A little bit of purple here. I'm having fun with it. Adding blue. Darkening up a little. We have ourselves a little Batman. Just gonna add a little more darker blue right here that I can fade out. And there we go. Drew ourselves a little Batman. Oops, there we go. Now we drew ourselves Batman. And I totally hit that camera, didn't I? There you guys go. Little Batman. Na 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 na. And what do we do when we're done? We grab our marker and we sign it. Make sure your background's dry before you sign it. And now we are done. So nice, easy, fun drawing today. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful Friday. Be careful out there, wear your mask, wash your hands, take care of each other. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in a week's time. Thank you so much and feel better. Take care, guys.